the worst employee. I remember having 3 jobs simultaneously when I was younger: a kitchen porter, a waiter, and even a goal scorer waving a flag at a massive polo field when people scored goals. And it was all a disaster. I knew that I could never work for anyone. I needed something that was my own. Most people delay action because they want proof that it will work. Certainty is a luxury that you rarely get, especially when you're building something new. Look, the easiest, most liberating truth I learned in business is this: it's either going to work out or it's not. That's it. You might think that it's simple, maybe even reckless, but for years I've wasted so much energy trying to find the guarantee that my business ideas or my pitches would work. I'm talking about opening businesses I probably shouldn't have opened, spending money that I probably should have saved. But because the potential felt so good at the time, and because I realized that you can always make more money, it turns out the real loss is the time spent waiting to jump. You don't need to know it will work, you just need to start. Growth happens before the evidence, not after. And you don't need an entire roadmap. You need to know the next step. The discomfort that you'll feel now is just the fear and the hesitation. That is actually the data point that moves you forward. My mindset was always clear. If I don't know what I'm doing yet, that's the only thing that I need to focus on. I just need to learn more. And as long as I have people that can teach me and I'm still open to learn, my belief system is intact. If you define success by the result, you're measuring progress by the thing that you can't influence. You can't control if a client signs. The only thing that you can control is your effort. That's why we focus on metrics within the realm of our control. Conversation started, value delivered, clarity refined. And when the results weren't there, it's simple. It's because I just wasn't good enough yet. But I could always get good. When you separate your identity from the result, you eliminate the shame and burnout. You do not fail when it doesn't work. You fail when you stop testing. The only way that I could lose is if I quit. And the need to not quit was essential because honestly, the corporate ladder was never going to work out for me. So I had a conversation with one of my mates this week and he shared his family's portfolio, his property portfolio, which was huge, by the way, something that he will eventually take over. See, his parents made really good decisions early on, which is good for them. And if your parents have done the same for you, then amazing. Or are on a journey of parenthood and also doing that for your family, hats off to you, cheers to you guys. However, I was like, I never had that option. That wealth, that safety net, the generational portfolio, that was never an option for me. And it's not something that I will ever have. The reality is, in order to have that, I had to build my own shit. And I would rather have that inkling of tiny bit of belief that potentially something like that could happen for me than not to do something about it and have that 100% happen for me. Most plateaus are psychological, not strategic. Your competition isn't what kills the good ideas. Hell, most of the time, they don't even know who you are. But guess who does? You do. That's why self-dismissal is the #1 idea killer. Persistence does not mean stubbornness. It means staying in the game long enough to learn, adjust, pivot, and simplify and refine. Because if I never did it, it would never happen anyway. So if you're waiting for assurance, stop it. Your only job is to be the kind of person who's always capable of learning more. The moment that you close that door for yourself and stop learning, that's the moment that you guarantee your loss.